Parenting and investing have a lot of things in common. So, in parenting, you want your children to be successful. And when I say children, it is children all around you, the children working for you, the children that you biologically are yours, your nephews, nieces, etc., who look up on you as a investment advisor or as a father figure to make career moves. There are a lot of people whom I run with, whom I cycle with whom I talk, and who come and ask me for career guidance and things like that. So you feel like a parent, right? So when I say kids, I mean kids all around you. Anybody who is 20 years younger or 15 years younger can be like a kid, and you can be like a father figure to them or a mother figure to them, agony aunt for all you care. What is one thing which I would urge all of you to learn, or get your children to learn and for you to teach, is to learn failure. Right? And you can learn failure only by playing a sport. Because if you play badminton, let's say, or tennis on a regular basis, one day you will win, one day you will lose, right? And if you're winning every day, you're obviously playing with the wrong person. You need to upgrade yourself. So that teaches you that life is about playing the game, and some days you win and some days you lose. Why do you need to know this? Because this will happen to you while investing. You will make some amazingly stupid decisions. You will lose money, and then in retrospect you will know why it was a bad decision. Many people ask me that you only talk about your success, you don't talk about your failures. In fact, on my blog subramani.com, I've spoken a lot about my failures, which used to happen initially. Now, one thing I've done is I've eliminated failures simply by taking my losses very quickly. Let's say I buy a share at 100 rupees, it goes to 90, and I'm still convinced that it is worth holding, I'll hold on. But at 75, I will decide that, look, there is something which I do not know because of which this is happening, so let me get out. And after that, I don't look at that share unless there is some dramatic change happening in that company, or I meet an analyst or meet the promoter. Something like that happens, and then I will look at it again. So when I take my losses very quickly, I don't have deep losses. I run deep profits, but I don't run deep losses. Be that as it may, I'm not talking about that. But let us talk about failure. If you are training to be a pilot, you have something called a simulator where you are taught what to do when the plane stalls, or when there is heavy current and wind blowing against you, what you should do, how you should drop altitude. Everything is taught to you, right? Everything is, you sit in a simulator and learn everything. However, when you go up and fly, it will still, when it happens for the first time, and if you're flying a small plane where you're a single pilot, then you have to handle everything yourself. If you are in a big commercial aircraft, there will be a co-pilot who knows, or another, or if you are a young pilot, you will have a senior pilot who knows. But everything is taught to you in the class, like it has to become second nature to you that if it stalls, what you have to do. If you see fighter planes, the kind of things that they do, they come in front of the president, then they roll, right? All that is taught to them, and if you have to learn by playing, right? You've seen tiger teaching their cubs how to hunt by playing. So while playing also, you see the cub trying to attack the mother and things like that. That is again training, right? Similarly, if you are a cyclist, and believe me, you cannot get hurt by falling off a cycle because it's just 4 feet. Now, if you jump off a cycle, obviously you will not get hurt at all. So when you see an accident about to happen, or when you think you're going to fall or you're going to hit something, the most important thing you have to do is jump off the cycle. However, none of us are able to do it because we are not trained to do that. Just like how a pilot is taught how to handle a stall in a plane, or or a drop in height, or an increase in height which has to be done to meet some requirements. The motorcycle people in the army has a lot of people who ride motorbikes, and you see them doing stunts. The most important thing taught to them is to jump off the bike when there is a problem. None of us can do it because we know that in theory we are supposed to do it, but we are not trained to do that. The body has to be trained in such a way that we should be able to handle danger. Now, why am I saying all this? It's because somewhere your children will fail. I mean, your children may be academically very good. My daughter is academically brilliant. But somewhere there could be failure. The ability to handle failure has to be taught at home, especially in the days of social media, right? So if you have a kid who is academically brilliant and is always done top the class in school and country, whatever, any one failure and the kids will be taken apart by the social media. They'll say, oh, see, first time she's writing a professional exam and her performance has deteriorated. These kind of things will come, these kind of comments will happen. Look at the Indian team. It was praised to the skies in Australia, and today people are already asking, can't they take 5 English wickets in a day? Does it take you 2 days to take 8 English wickets? The same team which was praised to heavens, and the Prime Minister and President tweeted about the greatest Indian victory, they are being taken apart. So this will happen. So teaching your children how to fail is a very important thing. Largely it can happen only through sport. It cannot happen through any other place. Most children today are single children, so they are a very protected environment at home. We did not have. We had a pretty competitive atmosphere, especially during summer vacation. We had cousins. We had to fight for attention. We had to fight for a lot of things. So there was some learning happening at home also. Today, socially, learning is not happening. We do not do enough social activities. So get your kids to do those social activities. You also get into social activities, and you will realize, you will learn a lot about managing when you are working in an NGO or things like that. And you will learn a lot about investing too. And these are tools which unfortunately we cannot create a simulator for investing, because we are talking of 30, 40, 50 years. We cannot create a simulator for parenting. You have to learn with experience. But one amazing thing you can teach children is failure and the grit. Grit is another important thing. The grit to stay in the path of your life and to achieve your goals, and failing, because when you fail you have to still get up and be on the same road. That is grit, right? So teaching these things, because no school, college can teach this you have to teach your kids. Like value investing, I keep saying, take your children to the market, take them to Crawford Market and places like that, and teach them there is price and value. How a thing available in the mall for X is available for 1/3 X in these places, why they should go. This is something which only you will teach, right? Only when you teach value buying can you teach value investing. So this is the ground for value investing. After you have taught all this, when you come to value investing, life becomes easier. So teach them failure, teach them value investing, teach them value buying, teach them how to fall off a bicycle, right? Those are things which you have to teach them. How to ride, they will ride, that's not a problem. But teaching them these things is important. And it's very important. When you teach all this, you will also learn and you will improve as an investor. Thank you.